Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event.
And Jared hit me with that flurry.
I had an epiphany between last week and this week. I had a plan that I was going to read my first letter to USA Boxing that didn't get answered for a while, and then I was going to read my last letter that got us the exemption request. And in between then, it all changed up. But the end of the last letter was, there's no way to quantify the positive effect of my work. Even more importantly, the negative effect of the lapse of my program can't be quantified either. And what I mean by that is you can't put numbers and prove what I'm doing here. I've been repeatedly saying that people that need the treatment the most are one of the largest demographics that we get at Scrub Scraps. And that's the Scrub Scraps program is the last chance at an intervention for those individuals and that we save lives. But I can't put a number on that. There's no way for me to really quantify that. So after a few months of not hearing back from USA Boxing, I had a girl that I trained with die. And so I wrote another letter, and this is a small excerpt from that letter. Unfortunately, since we shut the program down in September of 2017, we've lost 5 Scrub Scraps members. The latest was yesterday, a 35-year-old mother of 2. This number equals the 5 members lost between the years of 2004 and 2017 while the program was active. I do not believe this to be a coincidence. I really remembered this girl actually messaged me and asked me about Scrub Scraps once, and we're working on it. We're doing our best to get it back up and running. So when she passed, I thought there would be something I could do, and my desire to try to put some kind of value on this got me there. We lost 5 members in 14 years, and then we lost 5 more in 2.5. For the 14 years we were active, for the 2.5 we weren't. There it is. There's my number. That's what I'm looking for. That proves what I'm trying to say. And then I'm like, 5 and 5. It's just not, it doesn't seem like it works. And it hit me 2 or 3 days ago. It hit me that 5 and 5 is 10. So we've lost 10 Scrub Scraps members since 2004. There are 154 people who fought at Scrub Scraps. 2 of them are over the age of 44. 2 of them are under the age of 15. So if I use the ages of 15 and 44 as the parameters and say that we've lost 10 of 150 people, that's 6.7%. This is going to turn into a question, Joe. 6.7%. Now, I did a lot of research on the internet to try to find out the likelihood of somebody dying in the course of a given year. Joe, at your age, you're a 0.036% chance to die this year. So I added up all of them between 15 and 44. And as it turns out, if you're an American and you're between the ages of 15 and 44, you have a 1.6% chance of dying this year. But if you're a member of Scrub Scraps, you have a 6.7% chance of dying this year. So, Joe, why are Scrub Scraps members more than 4 times as likely to die in any given year than the general population in America between the ages of 15 and 44?
It's obvious that people that are in need, and there's a lot of them out there, and that's what this thing's all about, you know? And I feel like, you know, in some cases, maybe they get there too late, which is why it would behoove us to get the message out now and to let more people be aware of this program and what it can do for you. Here you go. Anthony Baker, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, saved me. Only 1 fight, too. It's all it took. Sometimes that is all it takes. You know, I'll tell you what, Jace. I've interviewed a lot of people with Scrub Scraps, and
love you, Anthony. Thank you.
I swear to God, Jace, every time you talk to one of these people, anybody connected with that organization, with Scrub Scraps, you will be in tears after 3 or 4 minutes, unless you're a sociopath. You'd have to be. It is, you know, I got to make Jared laugh. Jared and I have had so many crying sessions together where we talk about stuff, and a lot of the times it's this in particular. It's a life changer. You know, and it is. It's sad, and I feel like, you know, for people who are in dire straits like this, and I think that's why you see a spike. I think these are people who were at risk before. It's only gotten worse. They've probably done other things before they found Scrub Scraps, and you know, you're at the you might even see somebody having a positive result, and still maybe it's too late. You
Anthony Baker's a perfect example. Like, I hope he doesn't mind me sharing it. But he was a drinker, a really, really heavy drinker, and didn't have those things. Damn, Anthony. Didn't have those things situated around him that drove him to be better, you know? And this was something like, I'm going to let you fight this guy. You know, because you can't stand somebody up and say, I'm going to let you fight addiction. Wrap their wrists up, put gloves on them, you know, put a helmet on them so they don't get too hurt, and make them feel powerful and say, you're going to go fight your addiction with pain pills. Didn't happen with him. You're going to fight your addiction to alcohol. It didn't happen to him. You're going to fight that guy over there. All right, I better stop drinking and popping pills at least for a week or two if I'm going to have a fist fight with somebody else who can fight. It was a drive to change some things where there was no motivation before. There was this stellar motivation brought about by something tangible that I can see. I can't put addiction on a table in front of me. But John, that you're going to fight next week, is tangible. The answer to why Scrub Scraps members are 4 times as likely to die is because a certain demographic is drawn out of the woodwork to participate in this thing. And the Scrub Scraps program is the last chance we have at an intervention for those people. And we're saving lives, because when I say 154, 6.7%, 10 people, they're numbers to the general population. But to me, those numbers have names. To me, those are 6 overdoses, 3 suicides, and a car accident. Those are friends of mine. Sometimes we get there in time, as is the case with Anthony, and sometimes we don't. Man, thank you guys.